Digital Board Gamer here with our top games for August 2025. I play every new game and all the new betas. There's only a couple betas this month, but mostly new games. Summer Games Fest gave us 31 new games, and then I think we probably had around the 6, 7, 8 range for beta games. Now this is my top 5 of the games, so it's kind of my personal order for them. First up at number 5 is Tiny Towns. Tiny Towns is kind of a city builder. You're going to be building with cubes and building different buildings next to each other to try to score the most points. Up here are all the buildings. The only thing, cottage is here every game, but then every other game, these buildings are all different. There's always this orange building. This game, it's the chapel, but each building will be slightly different every game, minus the cottage. Each round, whoever's first player, they're going to pick a resource. Everybody will place that resource somewhere on their board. The shed here is a brown and a wood. This player has brown and a wood here. They can, and they have the option to build this shed. They would remove those resources and then put the little icon in one of those two places. So it's pretty simple building in that aspect. Then you just have to try to figure out the puzzle. Certain buildings need to be next to each other. Certain buildings have to be fed. If you feed a lot of buildings, then the chapel's worth more points, and so on. So it's just a fun little puzzle. All the buildings are different every game. No game is similar. So I have a lot of fun with it, and it plays fairly quickly, and it plays pretty well on BGA. So if you haven't checked this one out yet, it's definitely worth a look. Then we have a beta game, Forest Shuffle Dartmoor. The sequel to Forest Shuffle, it's not actually an expansion. It's actually a standalone game. If you're not familiar with either Forest Shuffles, it's just a very simple card combo building game. This one here is very quick and easy to play as well. There's going to be cards in this open area here that you can take from, and then you're going to be building down in your area below. You'll see here cards cost in the top left corner, and basically you have to pay for cards with cards from your hand. So if I'm going to build this tree here, I have to discard 0 cards because it's free. Whereas this card here, this is the new one, the Moors, you're going to have to pay 2 cards, you see in the top left. Then there's always some kind of ability to every card. If you pay with certain cards, you get an action. If you, this one here, you get an ability whenever now you play birds, you draw a card. So you can see there's lots of cool combo building with it. Now that we have the second version or the second game of the series, if you've played a lot of the first one, I haven't played a ton of it, but I have seen other reviews and so on. They said this is more gamery. If you're a bigger, heavier gamer, you might enjoy this one a little bit more. For me, it's really just a lot more combos to explore. The Moors are the big difference between the games, and then it's very simple where you'll be stacking cards to the left, right, top, and bottom, and so on, trying to score the most points. So if you played Forest Shuffle but haven't checked out this one yet, I highly recommend that. If you haven't played Forest Shuffle, I think you might want to start with the first one first. It's a little bit on the easier side, but this isn't hard. I think it just comes down to the combos, but there's no reason not to explore the first Forest Shuffle and then move on to this one next, I think. Number 3, we have Castles of Mad King Ludwig. This is a building tile placement game. So this one here is all about building your castle down here. You'll be connecting buildings, rooms next to each other. Where you're going to be scoring a lot of points from is everybody gets hidden goals to begin with. You see everybody's got 2. But you can gain more through the game. And then there's also some down here kind of goals that you need to go with as well. So with those goals in mind, you might be collecting certain sizes, certain color rooms, etc. And then every room, for example, this guy here, he wants to be next to sleep rooms, the blue rooms. So then you also have that little puzzle as well. There's bonuses when you complete rooms, meaning when you cover up all of their exits and entrances, you get bonus actions, bonus abilities, bonus cards, etc. And then some cards are even worth base points, like this blue room here is worth 3, and then if you can get any sleeping rooms next to it, additional blue buildings would be worth 2 more as well. So there's a cool mechanism. Whoever's the master builder, kind of the first player, they're going to organize how the rooms are in cost. You see the further left ones cost more than the right. So there's this little game of seeing what your opponents might want and trying to guess how much they're going to pay for it. Your opponents always go before you, so if you really want this yellow tile right here, you can't make it too cheap, otherwise your opponents might take it and you won't get it. Overall, it's a great game. It's kind of getting up there in age now, but it is a game I enjoy physically and then playing on BGA as well. Then we have another beta, Ariato. Now this one I'm going to cheat a little bit. This one technically came out the 29th of July, but with Summer Games Fest, I was too busy and I didn't get to make this list. And this is number 2 on my list because it is one of my favorite games that I've been playing on BGA. Not quite my favorite, but pretty up there. This is a card drafting combo style game. Now this one is available solo, so if you wanted to try it out first to kind of learn it that way, and then you can play against other people, I think is a great way of doing it, especially on BGA. So I just made a video for this, and I actually made the video because I knew I was going to put this so high on the list, and there was no English videos for this game. So I made a video for it, full teach, but the biggest thing is you're going to be doing is characters will go down here in your village. Every turn you'll put 1 here, you'll pass 2 to your opponent, and then 2 will get turned into resources. Then cards have abilities, like if this guy is in your village here on the board, and you're able to pass yellow artisans, you actually get yellow resources. So there's some really cool combo building in here. There's some really simple goals every round, except for the first and last one that you try to hit. And the more goals you hit, the more points you get. And then lastly, you see on the left-hand side here, there's a little requirement to build them. And when you build them, you actually put like what's called an offering token on them. And once you have the offering token, you have the option to move them over here to the gate. Reason for the gate is that's where you score a lot of your points, but certain goals. This one here says have 3 different types of people underneath your gate. One thing that's not really obvious is you look here, you can trade 2 resources for any different resource. And what you pretty much do is you'll have resources over here, click on them, and then you can trade them. I played quite a few games before I could figure out how to trade on BGA. I knew it was a thing, I just never assumed to me or dawned on me that I'm supposed to click on the actual resources to trade. So overall, this is an awesome game. I expect this one to do pretty well. Gives me kind of that 7 Wonders drafting style with some combo building. So overall, I really enjoy it. Check out this one for sure. And then lastly, my number 1 game for this month is Pioneer Days. Pioneer Days is another kind of drafting dice combo game. This is one of the few games I actually didn't get to play in beta. This game came out before I started doing videos on BGA. So I actually kind of learned this one quickly, put the video out pretty much the same day, only had a few plays in, but I really enjoy it now. I've played it 40 or 50 times in the last month, which is quite a bit for me because I'm playing every single game that comes out and every single beta game that comes out. But in this one, you're going to be rolling dice equal to the number of players plus 1, so there'll be 3 dice to pick from. And then basically each dice will have an ability you can do, or you can get money, or you can take the little character down below it. And all 3 of those things start building combos. There are goals at the end of each week. There are 5 days in a week, and there are 4 weeks in the whole game. So you're going to get some points from there. But what I really find fun about the game is there's this disaster track. These are kind of the negative things. Whatever dice gets left, like there was a red one, that's what moves over. And basically when it gets to this area here, the disaster will happen. The blue one, you have to have a wood for each of your wagons. The red one, you're going to get raided and lose half your silver. The yellow one is famine. You have to pay $1 per cow. And then finally, disease. You have to pay a medicine per townsfolk you have in your little wagon party. Otherwise, you lose them. And then the black one there, if you leave that one, it actually moves every track over. So it's just a lot of fun. Not only do I enjoy like the combo building. If I take one of my favorite things to do is take this beautiful bride here early, and then not gain any other townfolk. So I just put her in down by my little wagon. Every week I gain a favor, and I try to just hoard tons of equipment, tons of cattle, and tons of gold. It is a lot of fun. There'll be some times where I take tons of town folks, and every time a green dice comes out, I do not want the disease to move up. I make sure that all the green dice go away so it doesn't hurt me and make me lose half of my town folk down there. So if you like that one, go check out my review where I'll cover it a little bit more. Well, those are my top games of August 2025. Let me know what your top games are. Which ones did you like for the Summer Games Fest? Was there one I missed out? I know Sail was a lot of fun. Skull King barely didn't make the list. That one was right there. Pagan was a lot of fun as well. A little bit more to that, but did have a lot of fun with that one as well. Well, I've been the Digital Board Gamer. As always, good luck and have fun.